Hello, Virgo. This is Barta from Roosters Peacock, and I'm going to be doing your August 31st through the 6th general intuitive reading. I hope everybody is doing well. And as the reading gets going, take the pieces and parts and leave the rest. As I normally do, I take and I clear out the cards before the reading. And there was one that took and came out, and actually it came out more than once. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it. It's the 8 of Clubs. Mental power, accomplishment to any task, success in mental fields. And see, I think that's still, you guys are actually expanding. Yeah, actually, this is going to be hitting those of you guys who are thinking about expanding. However, which area of life you're expanding, I don't think it's just one. I think it's multiple. The next card that came down with it is the 9 of Clubs, endings, completions of plans, mental disappointment, and universal knowledge. Now, especially with the mental power and accomplishments for any task, success in mental fields, that instantly feels like that was August, and you guys are still continuing on, and it's leading up to endings. You guys are wrapping stuff up. Whatever's been kind of like, ooh, I'll take that one too. That one's just sitting there. All right, that one's face down. So whatever you guys have been taking and working on, it's definitely not small things. Virgo, you guys have been working on clearing out anything that's unnecessary. And others are taking and literally kind of closing doors to the past. All right, so with the 9 of Clubs, we've got endings, completions of plans, mental disappointment, and universal knowledge. All right, this month, not just this week, in September, I instantly got that Virgo is going to be seeking knowledge, or they're going to be expanding themselves. It's not just through work. It is actually, I see dollar signs as well, so it's actually going to help you expand in that way as well. But what I'm seeing right here is universal knowledge. It's wanting to gain more knowledge on a subject or subjects. Okay? Yes, that feels correct. So we have the Queen of Clubs. This one's face down. This is something you're not talking about, something you can't see, or something you're rolling it over in your mind. And see, I think what I'm looking here with the 8 and 9, and sometimes the numbers, they instantly hit me. And immediately with the 8, yes, the 8 has many meanings, but with the 8 right here, instantly for me, that was telling me in August, your biggest thing that you were working on was mental power. And what I mean by that is instantly I got with that one, you guys have been not just wrapping stuff up for a while, you're kind of like almost recreating yourself and how you think and how you feel. And also, this is definitely going to be hitting those. I'm seeing the dollar signs in my head. So you guys are not just working on one area in your life. You're not just focused on one area in your life. You are working on expanding your finances as well. That feels correct. Yes. Before we go here, I'm not to turn that over yet. I almost feel this is future. That's it. You know why? Doesn't matter. Man, woman, does not matter. This is what you're working on, rebuilding yourself. That's what I get. Yes. Hold on. I want to. Sure. All right, here. Before I turn that over, that's what I get. And I just heard show the world a new you. So you have been literally taking in, especially, and this is going to hit the Virgos where back in August, and it wasn't just 1 week. It was actually expanded. Yes, faith is returning. That's nice. Journey. Hold on. Peace. All right. Oh, I'll take it. Stranger. Growth. Hope. Okay, yes, you guys are focused on the bigger picture. And actually, it's not just on the bigger picture. It's actually on yourself as well. And that's where it should be. Okay, so anyway, with August right here, August is really hitting a big one for me right here. This one, literally, when I look at the card, I see stuff highlighted in yellow on certain words that are important. The whole card is lit up. So it's definitely going to hit the Virgos where you've made a decision, or you had literally, it doesn't mean it had to be physically done, but mentally you made a decision that you were going to turn something around in your life. And I think it actually had to do with molding yourself into the person that you want to be, or you can never be the same person you were before, but it's molding. You're molding your future. That's what you're doing. So I'm going to put this as past. I'm going to put this as past, even though, because it's not just past, it's still extending, not just this week, but all of September. It's actually going to go beyond that. All right. So I'm going to focus on the 9 of Clubs, endings, completions of plans, mental disappointments, universal knowledge. There is definitely going to be hitting the Virgos that you're wanting knowledge or expanding your knowledge on something so that you can move forward in some kind of, I'm seeing dollar signs. All right, expansion. Some of you, it could be literally just wanting knowledge on subjects, different stuff that's happened. But in the big picture here, this is literally, you're seeking knowledge. We've got faith, journey, peace, the stranger, growth, and hope. This is definitely going to hit the Virgos at one point where you thought maybe it could involve a stranger, but I think it's really talking about you as an individual, kind of feeling estranged with yourself. Yeah, just not feeling quite yourself. That's what I'm getting here. You're changing this growth. You've grown. You're not the same person you were, and nor should you be. And we've got hope. And with the hope card, for some of you, it's got two people in there. That definitely could and definitely involve other people, family, friends, lovers. All right. We've got faith, journey, and peace. Okay. So this reading's definitely going to be hitting the Virgos where you literally, in the past, something has kind of hiccuped to where you were kind of almost losing faith in yourself or in a situation. We've got journey. It could have been a physical journey, or I'm hearing spiritual itself as well. And we've got peace, because that's what you're going to be seeking in September, not just September, because here's the thing. The week is just dates. And the way I'm reading this, the way I read, I'm trying to look at the bigger picture here. And for you guys, that's what you guys are doing. You're just basically getting your peace back, or making your peace, or having peace with something. And universal knowledge. Some of you are overcoming mental disappointments. Yep. Some of you, there's ending of plans and completions of something. Yeah, you guys are looking out towards the future, period. All right. This card here is the Queen of Clubs, which is interesting because you guys have clubs. Quite a few clubs here, okay? Which is actually good, because that's a work in progress. All right, so we have right here the Queen of Clubs, Mother Mary card, mental, intuitive, success, and mastery. Overall, you guys are still, we've got success here and we've got success here. You guys are still, no matter what, determined, even if it's been trials, tribulations, been hard, you are still on that path. You are still not giving up on it. You might have had a hiccup. I feel back in, August, especially. Actually, there's two different ones that actually stood out in my head. Is actually March. It's towards the end of February, March, and then August. August was a reflection, a really reflection, and kind of, for some of you, it was literally evaluating everything. Others of you was literally like a shake up. It's like shaking yourself up as well to move forward. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so go ahead and get more into it here. All right. So as the reading goes, like I said, I'm an intuitive reader, so take the pieces and parts and leave the rest for somebody else. Exactly. This right here, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are looking at the bigger picture in general, period. All right. And I put that over top of the Mother Mary card, mental, intuitive, success, and mastery. So whatever area in life, and like I said, you guys are closing some old doors as well, as what I think, because that's what I got. I think it was the last reading I did for you, Virgo. You guys have literally gone through, I'm not going to call it, maybe what they call the dark night of the soul. It's kind of like where you literally, I don't need to explain it. It's the feel on it as well. But with this right here, it's like what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a caterpillar, and I'm seeing it in a cocoon. And now what I'm seeing is a butterfly, and the butterfly is drying off its wings. So you're kind of at the drying the wings off, kind of revitalizing yourself, because this is definitely going to hit the Virgos where they literally, while they were sitting in the mirror, they were really evaluating themselves in situations. And I hear, where do we go from here? Okay, that was definitely a big highlight in August. But bigger picture is what you got going here. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, success and mastery in any and all areas is what you are focused on. Now, I will, it's not a warning. I'm just going to tell you right now, you guys know as well as I do, slow and steady is the pace here. Fast is not going to get the results you want. With the Ten of Pentacles, it can definitely involve family. Also with the Ten of Pentacles, it's a completion and financial. It's literally, how do I put this? It's literally sitting here and you're focusing on this is what I'm feeling for Virgo. You're putting the bigger picture and it's puzzle pieces together of the pentacles to get this, definitely going to hit finances so that you can have the stability. So faith is going to be restored. I think there was something in the past that faith was kind of blown out for a hot minute. It's been a long journey for some of you. Others of you, it may actually entail you taking a journey. This Peace is going to be restored. And this is not something that is just going to lay in your lap. This is something that Virgos who have actively been working on themselves. That's it. Peace. Peace is coming for you. That's what I get, because it's something that you're creating, or you're going to come to peace with something that you has been kind of had you kind of rolled up, knotted up. That's what I feel. Yep. Around a situation where somebody might have felt like they were a stranger to you, because I'm seeing the stranger here. This could be family, friends, lovers. It could actually be a stranger. Apply it how you will, but we've got growth. You might have felt like you were walking alone in a situation, or it's been a long road. All right. So for some of you, this actually, the bottom line here is peace and hope. Okay. It's going to be restored. It is coming. It's actually, I feel it's very active this week as well. What's on the bottom? Yep. We've got milk and honey, because that is what you're focused on, milk and honey. You're not focused on the past so much like you were. And some of you, it's not just about the past. It's literally about where doors just didn't seem like they were opening for you. They seem like they were always slammed in your face. Some of it, yes, slammed in your face. But here's the thing, Virgo, you have been changing your mindset as well. What? Yep, chaos and conflict. I'm going to pull a couple cards that might give an idea, pieces and parts here, guys. Some of these cards right here will be literally situations where you're kind of leaving behind. Chaos and conflict could be a family situation, family, friends, lovers, or those who feel like family. What you're going to be focused on, Virgo? Blessed. Okay, your blessings. And for some reason, for a few, Virgo, pieces and parts here. I saw blessings. It's breathe. Okay, I still get blessings and lessons, because I heard blessings and lessons. Okay. We got here building blocks. You're still building. You're still looking out. You're not. You notice this person is not turned around. They're not looking towards the past, because that's not what you're about anymore. Definitely, that's going to hit you guys. The fates. Matter of fact, not just this week. I think it's actually upcoming for Virgo. The fates. When I look at that, it's feeling blinded, like you just don't see something coming. All right, it's going to feel like it's fated. To me, the blessings. That's what I get. Hold on, let me look at something. You know what? This next Aquarius season, because when I'm looking at this picture, you see the stars? Last week as well, it was taking an uptick, not just for you, but for every single zodiac site almost. I was seeing the star, which is Aquarius season. Okay, it represents Aquarius. Okay, so with that one right there, I would really look for, because with the building blocks looking out forward here, I would really look for that milk and honey to start paying off in Aquarius season. And that's not that far away, not whatsoever. Yep. I think you're gonna see an uptick in life. It's gonna get pretty busy for you. And we've got all that glitters. I am not gonna read into this, because it does have two masks. Apply it how you will. I do think there's somebody on your mind, but here's the thing. Those masks are sitting on top of a pile of gold. Okay. So whether this is, whether this is materialistic, it's all blended together. Virgo, you're looking at the bigger picture. You've been working on the bigger picture. You're not just going to settle. That's it. All right. So if your financial, spiritual, whatever area of life, if your well has felt dry, you're changing your own situation, Virgo. All right. That's where I'm going to end it. That feels very good. This is nice. I'm seeing not just you, Virgo, but also every single zodiac sign collectively as a whole. Even though there's external noise, even though there's external distractions, everybody is growing. And I'm not going to say everybody. Do know everybody's got a choice here. You're going to have to make the choice. Are you going to stay in the past? Are you in a certain negative frame of mind? Not saying all Virgos are negative. What I'm saying is we are all going to be presented with a choice, and what people don't realize is right now that choice has already been presented into our faces. Okay, this will be on a outer worldwide spectrum. All right, Virgo, that's what I got for you for this week. And like I said, I'm building this YouTube channel, so if you guys get a moment, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. See y'all later. Bye.